Hi guys, welcome to the channel. Hope you're well. So in today's video I'm gonna do a review of the Suzuki Burgman 125 2026. If you're interested into the scooter, please stick around. So this is the Suzuki Burgman 125 2026. This is the pearl white edition. It comes in gloss black and it comes in metallic blue as well. I'll show you a bit around. I don't know if you can see the color, but in this on this pearl white it looks really nice. So let me switch on the ignition and I'll show you a quick around of the display. So once you turn the ignition on, very easy to read. It's quite bright over here and it's quite easy to read. So this is the time, it's not set obviously. This is the fuel gauge, kilometers per hour is digital. This is the temperature of the bike. This is the average kilometers per hour, and this is the total kilometers of the scooter. So you'll come over here. This is the high beam. This is left and right the signals, and this is the indicator. And this is the view on to turn the eco off or on. Lighting of the Suzuki Burgman, it has front LED headlight. However, the signals, as you can see, are bulbs. Okay, you come over here, you can see the tail light. It's quite nice LED, and the signals again are normal traditional bulbs as we know it. So let me give you some data of this Suzuki Burgman 125 single cylinder, air cooled, and it delivers 10 Newton meters of torque, and it has top speed of 90 to 95 kilometers per hour. So now let's talk about safety, let's talk about brakes. Suzuki Burgman comes with 190mm disc witnessing caliper at the front, and it comes with the drum brake at the rear. This scooter doesn't have ABS, doesn't come with ABS, however it comes with the CBS, which is combined brake system. What it is, combined brake system? A clever thing, let's say you're pressing slightly the rear brake, the scooter automatically, it by itself, it presses the front brake. So like that it makes it efficient to brake safely. So the scooter at the front has telescopic fork, and at the rear we have the single shock monoshock. We buy scooters in Malta and in other cities just for the practicality. So let me show you some stuff. So you have the storage over here, which you have the USB over here. You can leave your phone charging here while you're riding in safe, so it doesn't get wet and from the sun. There's another pouch as well here, and it's quite deep, but you cannot see it obviously because it's quite dark. So if you have keys and stuff like that, it's perfect for storage. You come over here, you turn the ignition on, you turn the ignition anti-clockwise, you open the seat, and you have around 21 liters of storage. And from here, from where it takes the fuel, so the fuel, this bike takes around 5.5 liters, and it has autonomy of 250 to 300 kilometers depending obviously your riding. So another feature which I really like is this floorboard. This floorboard, you can either use it like this, normal, like you are sitting on a chair, but if you want to stay a bit more comfortable, you can stretch out your legs over there. Another feature which Suzuki thought is that there is two hooks over here, which makes it perfect for carrying your daily groceries, and this bike makes it perfect even as well for the food couriers, which they can put something in the middle of the floorboard over here. Here you can frankly say that you can put a 6-pack of water easily. The Suzuki Burgman weighs around 112 kilograms, makes it very easy to maneuver around. And also if you want to put it on the center stand, just with the press of the foot you can do it on the center stand. The seat is quite large and wide. Over here you have the seating area, it's quite wide, and you have the pillion as well. It's quite a nice seat as well with the red stitching, which is very stylish as well. This bike comes with 12-inch at the front and 12-inch at the rear. It comes with Dunlop tires, and one thing which is really nice and really stylish is the single-sided swing arm over here, which is noticeable. The silencer can is quite large. So in terms of seat height, the Suzuki Burgman, it's around 780 millimeters. It makes it accessible to anyone. I'm 159 centimeters, I'm flat footing the bike. This scooter, it's accessible for everyone. Another feature that Suzuki thought that it might be helpful is the kickstart. So basically, this is the normal position over there. You just throw it like that, turn on the ignition, and you're good to go. So if you're stranded or something with that flat battery, you can go without jump starting the bike or without need someone to assist you. One thing that it's really affecting me today, being a very windy day, okay, it's on the Maltese Islands, is how windswept I am. So at the moment it's very windy, okay, and having no protection from this windshield over here, it makes it harder to ride. So for me personally, on my Honda PCX, it came with the same wheel shield, it came with the same size windshield, with that short style of windshield. However, I opted for a aftermarket, okay, and I made it taller because I need the scooter for practicality. Honestly, the wind is coming towards me, like it's hitting me really hard over here, and with this type of windshield over here, I'm feeling like I am on a super naked bike or a sports bike, let's say, which definitely is not the case. You throw it to the corners, first impressions, it's super light, super duper light, okay. As I said earlier, it's perfect for beginners. This is our beautiful MD now, where part of Game of Thrones was shot. Anyway, we're here to review the bike. So from what I can notice is that there's a massive difference from, let's say, a PCX or an NMAX to the Suzuki Burgman. So in engine throttle response, there's a massive difference. So this Burgman in particular feels a bit slower compared to the PCX and compared to the NMAX. So visibility for the Suzuki Burgman from these styled mirrors, it's quite good. I can barely see my shoulder, but other than that, I have quite good visibility of the road behind me over here. So let's do a pull up from 0 to 60 kilometers an hour. Get set, go. This is full throttle. Definitely you'll pass the cars, they're nowhere to be seen. Look, 60 kilometers an hour. It feels definitely slower than the PCX. However, you can't expect much for a 125cc. Another thing which is quite important, which I'm noticing, is like when the scooter it's at its maximum as efficiency, it switches on that eco over there. Once you push the throttle, the eco goes away. When the throttle comes off, you have the eco back on again. That means that the scooter is at its maximum in terms of efficiency. Another thing which I notice on motorbikes and scooters is vibrations. Once it gets going, this bike, it doesn't have vibrations. However, like at the moment I'm riding with 20 kilometers an hour, I can hardly feel any vibrations whatsoever. Okay, but when the scooter it's idle, I can feel a lot of vibrations around the seat area, let's say underneath me. This is where these scooters come handy, okay, to filter the traffic like this. We filter this engine being on the slightly slow side compared to other competitors can be an advantage as well, especially if you are beginner. So guys, this was the Suzuki Burgman 2026 in Pearl White Edition. Two annoying things that struck me are a bit the engine. The engine is a bit underpowered compared to the Honda PCX and the Yamaha NMAX. It's around 4 horsepower less. This is 8 horsepower and the other competitors around 12 horsepower. Limitations is the suspension. Okay, the suspension is built for comfort. It's definitely not built for sportiness, because if you go in a corner, you try and go a bit hard, you feel it that it's not that stable. However, the ups is that for whoever wants to start riding, it's very, very agile and is very lightweight. Whoever wants to do some commuting on this Suzuki Burgman, it's a really good plus. It's a really good thing as well for food delivery couriers, with this floorboard over here that you can put stuff, and Suzuki, even as I said earlier, did hooks over here, and you have that option as well that you can stretch your legs over here. But overall, as a scooter, it's really agile and really, really comfortable. So that was it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hit like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Ciao. Big thanks goes to Industrial Motors Limited, located in Blat Al Baida, for letting me to film and review the scooter. There you'll find Suzuki and other brands like Malaguti, RSC and Rika Bike Clothing. For clarity, even though I have full access to the bikes, everything that you see in this video is my personal honest opinion. Thanks for watching.